Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me okay? Yeah. Hello, y'all all right? Y'all good? It's a little warm in here, but we're here today. And I am, again, Whitney Middlebrooks. I'm so grateful to be here today. Thankful for Nina reaching out to me to help her with some of the marketing, creating the logo, and we have some future plans of branding and other things that we're going to do with the app. Before I begin, I want to thank my family, my immediate family, my mom, Diane Middlebrooks. If you raise your hand, wouldn't be here without her. Thank you. And I also want to thank my sister, Mona, who is also here as well. I want to thank these particular people, as well as my nephew, Joshua. Raise your hand. Hello. I want to just recognize them today because they have been with me through the sweat and the tears and the sleepless nights of school and life, and always encouraging me to, to keep forward, staying focused. I just want to thank you all for always believing in me and standing by my side. All right, so Black Luxe Company is my business. Black Luxe Company, we operate in duality as a lifestyle brand as well as a marketing boutique. So our mission for Black Luxe Company is to create, connect, and cultivate, and ultimately to empower and connect the Black community. For those who do not know me, I have a lot of family on this side that do know who I am, but may not know everything that I have been a part of. I have over 10 plus years of professional experience working in marketing, design, communications, public relations. I actually currently reside as the program director, where I incorporate all workshops, all programming. One of the other things that my family does know that when it comes to social justice and advocating for that, as a young kid, I have always been entrenched in that. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. Most kids, watch cartoons. My mom can tell you that. I watch documentaries. I wanted to know, in terms of social justice and the racism in our country, I want to know why. I asked a million questions to my father. I'm so grateful to come from a household where people encouraged me to ask questions, to challenge things that did not make sense, whether it be from religion to culture, anything social, I was going to ask a question. So this is pretty much who I am and everything that I embody. And ultimately, I thrive in spaces that allow me to be creative, allow me to be an advocate in some way, as well as do that through some type of design aspect. So another thing about me, just to let you know who I am, I got the fist up. Like I said, I'm always repping for people that look like me, As a Black woman in a lot of professional white spaces, I'm always having to prove myself. I have to always come with more degrees, more acronyms behind my name. Why? Because oftentimes, I'm not looked at as an asset until I open my mouth and start talking, and they see, whoa, she's done this, she's done that. So just a background, my education is in graphic design. I graduated from Winston-Salem State University. Also got my first master's in entertainment business from Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. And just last year, I finished my last master's. I promise you I'm not going back to school. I'm like a professional student, but I did attend High School University and received my Master of Arts in Strategic Communication. And over these years, I've gained a number of certifications, such as Hootsuite Platform Certification, Digital Marketing. I've worked with a ton of nonprofits, have a nonprofit management certificate, served on a variety of boards, a variety of committees that would organize various community things in terms of whether it's education, children. It's a number of things that I've been on. So, that I have been recognized by Black Enterprise as a young women boss. I was really excited about that when they just reached out to me over to what is Black Luxe Company. So, Black Luxe Company, we specialize in helping passionate Black entrepreneurs and major enterprises achieve their dreams and building their businesses through effective branding and visual design. So ultimately, my goal is to help strategize, help you elevate and optimize your brand. But why do we do it? As I mentioned before, one thing about me, I want to be clear that my business unapologetically champions all things Black. I don't hide behind that. I'm very clear on who I am. I'm very okay with what I believe. And one of the things I want to be clear is that I am always pushing for supporting Black creatives. I really truly value the Black dollar. And I ultimately want to create spaces that help advocate for that and There's also an aspect of my website and my business that has a blog. So I do have people that write for me. They kind of talk about whatever's going on in the community, something that's going on in the world, and just to give that Black perspective. So how do I do it? So I actually do it, as I mentioned, through the blog aspect. We have resources, events that I do host, providing provoking conversations and featuring content, again, that will connect, empower, and inspire the Black community. So what are our services? So this is what I do. So ultimately, we offer graphic design, website design, and branding. I have just recently added the last three, creative consulting, strategic planning, and event activation. Through all of these things, I'm able to provide the Luxe experience of whether you want your brand to look a certain way, if you want your website to make sure it's optimized, it's functional, it's clean, it's fresh, I'm gonna help you with that. And when it comes to branding, there's a multitude of things of how we can do that for you, whether it's social media, whether it's a package you wanna create, I can help you do that. And creative consulting has come about because everybody wanna ask me a question, and I was like, whoa, we gotta make sure we add that to it. So I added that to it because a lot of people just have questions. So I do offer free 15-minute consultations. If you wanna bounce some ideas off me, we can talk about it, we can start trying to help you get to a very clear goal of what your brand should be. So I just wanted to add a couple of visuals, and as you can see, the eMall is up there. We work hard in color and going back and forth on what is the best visual aspect. I work with law firms, as I'm actually working with the university right now, redoing their website as well as their logo. Other small businesses, so you have lifestyle brands that also offer not only just logos, but we do brochures, any print marketing that you would need. I would help you develop that and come up with something that will be exclusive to you and your brand. Web design as well. Again, I'm really big on clean, functional websites. I don't like websites that are very busy. Sometimes I have to redo sites and make sure that when somebody goes to your site, they understand what it is. They know what it is. This is our mission, this is our goal, this is what we do. And I'm going to make sure that I format it accordingly and use images that will truly represent your brand. Lastly, as we talk about branding, I said that word a million times, and custom branding is fun because I'm able to really use like my creative juices and create things that are very specific to someone's brand. So I go to color. It's a color theory. There's a reason we're color, why you use a certain color. As you look on my flyer, I use purple. Purple is very significant for me because I think of royalty and luxury. I think of, there is a standard to reach, and I really love the color purple, so that's why I incorporated, of course, with black. Again, we work with food brands, again, making sure their color palette is good, and also have variety of organizations to ensure that their brand is very cohesive and online with their colors and keep that very cohesive look. So I mentioned events and things like that, and as you see, I did pass around this flyer. So the Black Luxe Expo is a free indoor and outdoor community trade show. It was amazing. If you all came to it last year, it was the first one I did. It was in October of last year, and we had over 50 businesses that were featured at the Black Luxe Expo. We had over 500 visitors, and that was pretty significant considering it was my first event and it was during a pandemic. So I was very grateful for my team. And you see my teams right there. I got my mom, my sister, my friends, and just people that really support me. And it was amazing. And it was actually the first Black-owned business trade show in High Point. So I was able to pull that off with limited resources, but I did it. And actually, when I did the survey, it was 100% customer satisfaction. Everyone was pleased, and it increased my clients almost 98%. I've actually had to turn people away because I'm a little overbooked, but that's a blessing to be overbooked. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm just having people on the roster like, I'm gonna call you later. I got you, let me finish this. I'm gonna make sure you're good, but I'm just very grateful that in a year, even less than a year, that I've been able to have this type of sales, receive this type of feedback, positive feedback within the community, as well as within the industry, kind of making myself as a very notable graphic designer, notable web designer, and ultimately a notable event planner, because that is something that I do pride myself on, is you know, making sure things are strategic, they are planned, it's clear and understanding. My brand, again, within the last less than 6 months, has been featured on a variety of platforms. I've been on various podcasts, online radio shows, and moving forward, there's a lot of things going on in the media part that I'll be a part of within the next couple months or so. So I'm really looking forward to that. And what's next for Whitney? Well, there's a lot of things next for Whitney, but right now, I am focused on really gaining and growing my community partners. Right now, I do have the City of High Point Theater, High Point Art Gallery, High Point University, and if anybody is interested in being a partner, if you're a business owner, feel free to contact me after this so we can talk and see how we can help each other. So right now, I'm very entrenched on the planning and developing and all the meetings that is coming up for my upcoming event. As I mentioned, if you look at this is the expo that will be hosted on September 11th at the High Point Theater. It is free. If you pull this out and you pull your cell phone out, if you open your camera, you scan the QR code, right? When you do that, it's gonna bring you to the Eventbrite. And I just want y'all to RSVP, it's free. You ain't gotta do nothing, it ain't gonna hurt you. And so I'm really hoping about 50 people in here. I'm really looking forward to see about 50 new names come up as RSVPing, that you're gonna try to make it on the 11th. Again, right now I just announced it on May 1st, and I already have over 60 vendors that have already booked their spots. So I'm still accepting vendors. If you, again, are a small business owner, we can chat later. There is the link if you want to apply. And I'm also, again, seeking sponsors. So anyone wants to be a sponsor or know someone that would like to sponsor the event, feel free to contact me. Because we're really looking forward to growing the expo beyond a pop-up. I know a lot of, within the last year or so, there's been like pop-ups, but the expo is not a pop-up. We are a trade show. I envision within 5 years or so, there would be speakers, there would be more celebrities, and it would be an event that would draw people to High Point. You know, everything goes to Greensboro, everything goes to Winston. Why can't it come here? So I figured I'm here in High Point, I want to make it happen. So just see, I want you all to definitely RSVP. I would love to see you all and connect with you all within September. And again, if you have any questions about being a sponsor, feel free to contact me after this. And here's all my contact information. Everything, you can find me online at Black Luxe Co. This is the website, www.blackluxeco.com. Here's my email. Again, if you have any questions, everything can be found on my card. I have my contact information as well. Thank you all.